car we've done up. It's a Daihatsu. We restored it and made it into a very rare single-seater Rolls Royce, the only one of its kind. We all want to take it home at night. We've got all the Rolls Royces we can take home. There's a line up to take this car home at night. Job is Rolls Royce, restoration, sales, repairs, servicing, anything to do with Rolls Royces. Been doing it all my life since I left school, 40 years ago. I've managed to do any type of Rolls Royces, built them, but now I have my own garage here, which with a good staff, 7 of us, and we restore, servicing and sell Rolls Royces and Bentleys. This is a collection of some of our cars we have in now. These 2 cars are beyond economical repair. We're going to do something with them, and this is in the future. This Shadow 1 1970, they're becoming collector's cars now. This is in for restoration and it's going to be fantastic one day. The fun car, my pink Rolls Royce. I had this few years now, painted it pink, never been done before. This was abandoned in a field and everyone just waves you. It cheers people up. This is a Rolls Royce that cheers people up. And now we move on to our pride and joy of our fleet. This is the Phantom 6, which I built. In 1966 I got offered the chance to take up an apprenticeship with Rolls Royce in London. There was only 280 made. And in 1970, I know I was on the production line of the Phantom 6. I put engine, nuts and bolts on that car. I stayed till about 72, 73. I left Rolls Royce and decided to work for myself. I own the car that I built. We have a luxurious rear compartment in the car. This is ideal for weddings, the big dresses. We came here, there's just me and Martin, my partner. We came here about 3 years ago because we were expanding so fast. Although there's a recession on, people will still come and have their cars done by the best people. We brought Dave and Lee in. They were fantastic. I made them partners within a year. They become partners of this business because I do not want to lose them. And we gelled together. We are one family. I'd like to introduce you to Dave now. He is so good, we don't want to lose him, that's why I made him director. His paint work, he runs the paint side of this business for us. I run the mechanical, Dave runs the paint side. Okay?
Well, we don't just do Rolls Royces, we do a lot of Jaguar. This is a Jaguar XF. It is high end, yeah. Not everyone can afford a Rolls Royce. But the way I've always, whatever work I've done, I always look at it that to that budget, that's that person's Rolls Royce. A lot of garages would just fit the parts back onto this and let it go out, because the actual gun finish here that has been produced is very good. But what we do, we now flat this all the way back, take out any minor imperfections and polish it back, and it looks like glass. And that way, it sets you apart from everybody else. This is Martin, who's also our partner in the company.
You can just see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting the top of the lacquer, gets rid of any imperfections in the paint, and then we're going to throw the polisher over it.
See? Well done.
That way's easier.
That's easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you will find this in life, there's always just somewhere easier to do something. Yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
That's good, that do. Lovely. I was chosen to do the Royal cars. I used to do Princess Margaret's car. For 12 years I looked after her car, and I was invited to her functions with her because of her car. If you go out in a Rolls Royce, you feel, oh, bad day at work, you get in your car, come home in a Rolls Royce, it bucks you up. It gives you an edge. It just makes you feel better. Morning, Alistair.
Morning, Chris, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Good, good.
This is the radio we're fitting your car today. It's a classic looking radio with all the modern technology.
They just seem to have that real affinity with the car, which as an owner, of course, you have that same passion and affinity because that's why you bought the car. And they also try and look at the project with cost in mind, so we can all spend an awful lot of money to do a car up. But Chris's guys, we try to get a compromise between what needs to be done and the cost element as well.
Good morning, this is Terry. It's our coach liner. Just going to show you how to put a coach line on the ring.
Well, I understand that Picasso could paint a perfect circle, but it seems that he's not the only one, you know, so I think I can do it as well. I'd like to introduce you to Alan. He does the trimming. Hello, sir.
Everything is made to fit, and you can't take a carpet out of this car and put it in the next one because it's coach built, and this one is probably a quarter of an inch smaller or bigger than the next one in the line, you know.
We don't rush anything. Sometimes we keep cars a little bit longer because we're not happy. We won't let them go until we're happy.
It's going on there nicely. And there we go, that's the finished job. I'm happy with that. A car without a coach line is like a gentleman getting dressed for dinner and forgetting to put his tie on. I think that sums it up beautifully.